And it's a message that's on my heart from my 4 customers. I had 4 customers today so far. It's something about doing Uber on a Sunday. I don't know if it's just because it's Sunday and it's the Lord's Day, but it's always great encounters. Almost like God specifically put people in my car to deliver certain messages to me to help me along my, I call it faith walk, my journey right now, which is truly a faith walk. I'm an entrepreneur, and anybody who is an entrepreneur know that it is not for the weak, honey. So what am I today? I was thinking before I even did Uber, I said, I want to speak to the people, but Lord, I need you to send me a message. Like, what is the message? So the beginning of the day, before I did Uber, it was, we'll talk about lessons. I don't know if my sister Tina listening, aka Lisa Armstrong, aka put some respect on it, Dr. Lisa Armstrong. I call her Tina. I remember she was the first one to ask me after I complained to her so many times, y'all. Like, I would sit, we would be talking about certain situations, topics, just regular life stuff. And she would ask me, okay, out of that situation, what was the lesson? I'm like, what you mean what the lesson was? She's like, what was the lesson? And I hated when she would ask me that question, right? Because I felt like it was an attack. But she was just basically saying, hey, it's not bad that you went through that particular situation and you so-called made mistakes if you learned from it, if you got a lesson out of it. That way, if you got a lesson out of it, 9 times out of 10 you won't repeat it, or 8 times out of 10 you won't repeat it, right? But you're less likely to repeat something if you can get the lesson from it. So that was my early topic. But since I've done Uber today, the 2 main things that keep coming up is faith and manage your money properly, Sharina. When I sold my house July 19, 2022, I got a pretty large lump sum. I'm a people pleaser. I'm a nice person. I'm a sweet person. Anybody in my circle, you might have got random blessings. Boom. You get a car, you get a car, you get a car. Not literally, but figuratively. To me, blessings can be $100, $200, $300, or a couple of $1,000s, right? And I'm subscribing. I don't know. Y'all need to go check your accounts for all of these subscriptions that we have, whether it's Hulu, Netflix, some course you signed up for, some type of app that you forgot all about. I didn't even know that I had all of these subscriptions, right? Until lately, I'm like, okay, I need to save my money because all that money that I had, it's no longer, right? But I didn't mismanage my money. I invested a lot into my own self-development, but I did not steward it properly. I was just being too free. I just was like all willy-nilly, just not being the best money manager. So a financial advisor got in my car today. The first person that got in my car today, she was not a financial advisor, but she is originally from New York, I believe. And we were talking about money management. She was like, as the older I get, I make sure to spend less money. I'm very intentional about how much I spend. So that message I wanted to share, because I say, now that I'm aware that, that I shouldn't be as nice, not necessarily as nice, because I gave to charities, I gave to, family, friends, people who don't even know me, but be more conscious, more intentional, and do count every dollar on where it's going this go round. I say, God, I got that point. So I'm sharing that with somebody who might not be managing money properly. And you continue, you're a habitual non-money management person. Hey, maybe this message is for you. The other thing was faith. Just about everyone, I would say probably 3 out of the 4, we talked about faith. Faith in making decisions to change a job career that you've never ventured into, whether it's self-employment, it is self-employment, or it could be just a job promotion, a job title that you never ever experienced. I had a financial advisor, an author, a public figure in my car today. Also, I had a tour manager. She's a manager of artists. And so that was just, it's so many phenomenal individuals that get into my car, and we have these really great conversations, and I'm so grateful and blessed to have the conversation. So today it was mainly the conversation of just faith, and faith is what keep them going where things might not seem so clear on the outcome, right? But it feels right, but you're just like, Lord, I don't see the results of this. As if we're God, like we're supposed to look into the future. God, like, no, just have faith. Truly have, like, what God did for me today by sending those people here is, Sharina, I need you to have just very strong faith, and I got you. But faith without works is dead. So you gotta work. Even though I'm a serial entrepreneur, right? Y'all see me post body shapewear one day, then you see me post salads the next day. Then I'm like, hi, if you need a mortgage loan, contact Sharina, MLS number 853-885. Yes. And so that's just the way that my brain works, though. But we all got these gifts and skills, whether we are, and in some of those areas, is it very lucrative right now? It's the potential of, and I'm also a real estate investor, by the way. It's the potential of being lucrative, right? But it's not about that. It's just do your best, have faith, continue to show up and be consistent. Post your content, study for the things that you need to study the fields. You want to be the best of the best of the best. I'm speaking this to you because apparently this came to me to give to you. So it's something within yourself that you know that you don't have the strongest faith, and you're like, dang, I don't know. You just overthinking. I overthink. I don't do you? I don't know. Do you overthink? I really overthink some things. Lately, I've been a lot better with it. But I just wanted to come on here and just share with you that today's message for me was money management, faith, and what was the other? What is the lessons that you're getting from out of the experiences that you're having? So I'm gonna go back to that. Y'all see my shirt, right? Mother-daughter healing journey. It wasn't just about the mother-daughter healing journey, but it was like the vision of, as I reflect back on my life, not only in my relationship with my daughter, but my relationship with my employees, my employers, co-workers, friends, random people. What was my attitude like? What did I have to learn? I needed to learn more humility. I needed to learn more discernment, better discernment. Just thinking everybody loves hard like I do. Thinking everyone's intention is the good intention, which is not necessarily the case. Not everyone has your best intention in heart. None of us are perfect. Only Jesus have been perfect, but my intentions, my heart is good when I'm going into it. So what are others' intentions? So as I looked over my life, I knew I needed to, make sure I work hard at restoring my relationship with my daughter, which I've made several videos on. But I also had to get therapy to figure out, like, where are these pain points? Why you keep seeming to have the same type of issues in your life and mistakes and bad habits that you continuously make, Sharina? Why do you continue to do the same thing over and over again? What is it that you're doing? What is it, whether it's for example, sometimes we'll get offended when it seems like family or friends or co-workers keep telling you the same thing. Whether it's your attitude adjustment, whether it's you too hot tempered, whether it's you too passive aggressive, whether it's you too passive, and it's coming from more than one person. If it's coming from I would say 3 people, but I think people say like 2 to 3. You might want to say, let me sit back and think about that. Look over what they're talking about. Like, why are they saying that I'm so quick to get upset about constructive criticism? Constructive criticism to me is not mean-spirited. It's intended to really help you. It's really intended to help you to become better. It's not there is no, how can I say it? It's not meant to like hurt your ego. Not hurt your ego, but how can I say it? It's not meant to really hurt you. It's meant to help you. So if you're getting the same feedback, I'm talking about from people who don't even know each other, just random strangers, like your co-workers who don't know your family members, is saying the same thing about you. Sis, bro, what is it that you need to do to adjust? Make those adjustments. And those adjustments, for me, just my personal experience, put it back on me. When I don't make the adjustments, then I can't go to the next level in life. Right? God, like, I need you to get this particular issue, this particular thing mastered before I'm able to take you to the next level. Says you got to stop being a people pleaser, girl. And you got to stop making that bad decision over and over again, you know? So it's like, I need you to get it together. What is it about you that you keep repeating over and over and over again? And you seem to be stuck. It's not a matter of being stuck. It's that God is going to set you up for success. Like, look, I'm not finna, as somebody said, take you to the peak of the mountain and then just drop you off there. No, I need you to learn these lessons, right? 4 people have told you the same thing, but you're like, I don't know why people keep saying that. Just attitude adjustment, just funky. Go get a therapist, go get a coach, go get a mentor, go read your Bible, go listen to some podcasts, some self-development podcasts, do something. Because the statement of, that's just the way that I am, they just gonna have to deal with it. We don't got to deal with anything. Matter of fact, keep that attitude. Do you, boo? But you ain't gonna get to where you need to be with that attitude, sir, ma'am. And for myself, I really used to get offended. I used to get offended. Ooh. Somebody want to tell me about something that I need to do. I used to get offended, and it's like, Sharina, it's some cases people secretly like just don't even like it like that. But then you know the ones that's actually there for you, right? So that was my lessons today. Man, with the mother-daughter healing journey, me and my daughter have had some really, really great conversations, and I'm so grateful for that time, for the lessons that we're having, because we wasn't here. About 2 to 5 years ago, we wasn't here. And I shared a story with you because one of the things I realized is a pain point for parents, or a pain point for anybody who is wanting to restore a relationship, is saying, I messed up. I messed up. Knowing you messed up and listening to the person that you offended tell you that you messed up. Sitting, taking it, even if you have to tell them, hey, look, I hear what you're saying. Give me a minute to process it, right? Give me a minute to process what you're telling me, because my response to you right now, you will be offended. So it's a lot. It's kind of new. I'm doing my best to start to heal and to do better and grow as an individual. So I'm building emotional intelligence. So give me about 5 minutes. Give me 5 days and I'll get back with you. So that's really where it started with me and my daughter. That's really where it starts with, just in general, with life. Even with my parents who are no longer here, it just starts with me, you know, they said that energy never dies. It just transferred. So although I cannot see them in the flesh, I know their spirit still lives on. That's what all our ancestors, right? So I still talk to them. I still feel their presence at times, and I have had to apologize for being a little brat. But you don't know what you don't know. So a lot of it was just unfolding of unconsciousness. As I got older, just it was like layers of, God was like, let me unlock this level of consciousness. Because baby, I was so oop-de-doop, meaning that I just was so oblivious to a lot of things, just green, just naive, and just thought it was all about me. And just, I would criticize and criticize. Oh, I would do better. Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Not necessarily to them, but on my behavior, I would do those things. And I didn't only do it to them, but I did it to other people too. So ask yourself, what areas can you do better? It might feel a little uncomfortable. Even getting on this darn live feels weird, but it don't matter. I do this so I can practice on communication. I can practice on posting content. And I know if I can touch one person, that's all. If I can touch one person, and when it's in my heart, I already know that it's God saying, hey. I'm like, all right, God. I don't know who this gonna bless, but I hope it bless somebody. So it's not just for me, but I just tell you my story in hopes you can see yourself just a little bit, and see how you can change for the better. Or if you're already there, you're like, okay, well, let me just share this video with somebody. You know, let me share a message, or let me have a conversation with someone. I think I could find a charger now. My battery was almost out, so I didn't know if I was gonna make it in enough time to get home. Sometimes just the spirit don't be flowing as much. By the time I get home, I'll be tired, and it's just not the same way. And honestly, this message didn't flow as good as I thought it would, but y'all get the brunt of it, right? So thank you so much. I hope y'all have a blessed day. Have an amazing day. Whatever you might be going through, hang in there. Sometimes it's not necessarily one day at a time. It's literally, you know, somebody might ask you, well, how are you doing? I remember, especially when my mom passed, how are you doing? I am doing okay right now, this second. Sometimes it's second by second, minute by minute, not day by day, not hour by hour. But at this particular minute, I've been there. It don't necessarily have to be death. It don't have to be as drastic as somebody's death. It can be the loss of a job. It can be like, dang, I keep trying to improve in life, whether it's me just trying to make more money, trying to do self-development, and you just feel like you're not getting where you want to be at. You're not the only one. You ain't alone. Oh, this is what it was. One of the things me and my daughter talked about, that's why I brought my daughter, our self-development journey up. They said that studies show, I don't know who did the studies, but studies show that when you're dealing with depression, when you're dealing with being overwhelmed, when you're dealing with being so much in your head, try volunteering. Yep. There are so many people that's out here that need help. Homeless, abused, young kids, adults. People need mentorship. They never had a mother figure or father figure, or they didn't have the proper type guardian in their life to give them the guidance. So there's always nonprofit organizations. I know when I had my organization, Sisters Achieving Success, on volunteermatch.org, so many organizations across the country, they're looking for people to volunteer. When I tell you, when you see others in need and you go and you give your time, it's not only therapy for them, but it's therapy for you. And it's not to invalidate your feelings or what you're going through. Sometimes it helps you to just reset some things in your mind. You get back in, you're like, oh God, I had a reset. Whew. I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I spent 2, 3, 4 hours helping somebody change their life. Yeah, I'm saying change their life. You don't know what type of impact you have on someone's life who is really struggling. So do some volunteering. That definitely helps. You like, Sharina, I don't feel like reading no Bible. I don't want to do anything to do with religion. It ain't even about religion, but like faith. Okay, go help somebody. I'm glad that I remembered that. So now I'm gonna leave. You have an amazing day. I'm gonna try to go find this charger so I can go back and do Uber before it's night, because the crazy people come at night, son, and the freaks come at night for real. All right, have a good one. Bye bye.